Welcome back to the days. Today we're diving deep into the explosive spoilers for the next 2 weeks, from August 18th to August 29th, 2025, where shocking truths emerge and family loyalties are tested like never before. In the heart of Salem, the courtroom drama reaches fever pitch as the true identity of E.J. DiMera's sniper finally comes to light, sending ripples through the DiMera family. Imagine the tension building as Kristen DiMera, ever the fierce protector, desperately maneuvers to shield her loved ones from the fallout. She's racing against time to halt her brother EJ from uncovering memories that could shatter everything. Adding a fresh layer of intrigue, whispers around town suggest Kristen might have stumbled upon an old family artifact, a hidden diary from the DiMera archives, that hints at long-buried motives behind the shooting, blending past vendettas with present chaos. This revelation isn't just a plot twist. It amplifies the emotional stakes, forcing Kristen to confront her own demons while safeguarding those closest to her. Meanwhile, Chanel Dupree DiMera steps back onto the witness stand, her testimony poised to either mend or break alliances. Picture her under the harsh lights, recounting events with a mix of vulnerability and resolve, perhaps revealing a previously unspoken detail about overhearing a heated argument that night. This moment could introduce new suspense, as Chanel's words inadvertently point fingers in unexpected directions, heightening the drama for viewers who crave those edge-of-your-seat interrogations. Her return isn't merely procedural. It weaves in elements of personal growth, showing how she's evolved from a bystander to a pivotal player in this tangled web of deceit. As the trial intensifies, Belle Black and Johnny DiMera deliver their impassioned closing statements, with Johnny staunchly defending his innocence amid mounting evidence. Envision Johnny, fueled by determination, painting a vivid picture of his whereabouts that night, maybe even introducing a new alibi witness, a shadowy figure from Salem's underbelly, who corroborates his story. This edition injects fresh mystery, exploring themes of redemption and family bonds, as Belle's legal prowess shines through in a speech that echoes the courtroom battles of soap opera lore. Their statements aren't just words. They're lifelines, potentially swaying the jury and altering the course of justice in ways that keep fans guessing. On a parallel track, E.J. DiMera inches closer to unlocking his suppressed memories, a process fraught with psychological turmoil. Through hypnotic sessions that delve into his subconscious, E.J. might recall fragmented visions of the shooter, perhaps a fleeting image of a familiar silhouette against the moonlit sky, adding a cinematic flair to his internal struggle. This development expands the narrative, incorporating flashbacks that not only clarify the incident, but also unearth forgotten DiMera family secrets, like a concealed rivalry that dates back years. It's a turning point that humanizes E.J., revealing vulnerabilities beneath his steely exterior and setting the stage for heartfelt confrontations. The storyline takes a poignant turn with revelations pointing to young Rachel Black as the unintended culprit in E.J.'s shooting, a twist confirmed through dramatic flashbacks that piece together the fateful night. Imagine the emotional weight as Rachel's innocent actions come to light, perhaps triggered by overhearing a volatile family dispute and grabbing the gun in a moment of confusion. To enrich this, we could invent a new element. Rachel discovering a mysterious locket that belonged to her grandmother, symbolizing lost innocence and tying into her repressed guilt. This not only deepens the character's arc but also explores the impact of adult conflicts on children, making the reveal all the more heartbreaking. Following this bombshell, E.J. and Marlena Evans face an agonizing decision on how to proceed, balancing justice with compassion. Their conversation might unfold in a quiet Salem park, where Marlena, drawing from her expertise as a psychiatrist, advises E.J. on the long-term effects of trauma, introducing a therapeutic angle that feels authentic and insightful. This scene adds layers, perhaps with E.J. grappling over whether to pursue legal action or opt for family healing, highlighting the moral dilemmas that define days of our lives. Kristen, ever vigilant, gathers additional clues from unexpected sources, positioning her to pinpoint Rachel's involvement. Envision her sleuthing through dimly lit alleys or eavesdropping on hushed conversations, uncovering a discarded bullet casing that matches the crime scene. A creative invention that amps up the detective vibe. This pursuit underscores Kristen's maternal instincts, transforming her from antagonist to anti-heroine as she pieces together the puzzle, ready to sacrifice everything. Soon after, Kristen begs EJ for a delay, her pleas laced with desperation to protect Rachel from further heartache. This confrontation could escalate in the DeMera Mansion's grand library, surrounded by portraits of ancestors, where Kristen reveals a fabricated cover story to buy time. EJ, torn between truth and mercy, might counter with his own revelations, insisting on exonerating Johnny at all costs, which adds relational depth and explores themes of forgiveness in fractured families. While Marlena keeps Rachel occupied with light-hearted distractions, steering her mind away from the courtroom frenzy, Kristen brews more turmoil. Picture Marlena sharing stories of Salem's history over ice cream, subtly probing Rachel's memories, which introduces a gentle mentorship dynamic. Yet, Kristen's impending disruption looms, promising chaos that disrupts the fragile peace. Leo Stark takes charge of the jury deliberations, guiding the group toward a verdict before Johnny's trial abruptly halts. In a novel twist, Leo might inject his signature wit, recounting anecdotal evidence that sways opinions, blending humor with high stakes. This interlude builds suspense, leading to the trial's unexpected end amid revelations. Kristen's outburst causes such upheaval that she's restrained and likely arrested, all in a bid to confess on Rachel's behalf. Visualize the scene. Kristen dramatically interrupting proceedings, handcuffs clinking as she's led away, her eyes locked on Rachel in a silent vow of protection. This act of self-sacrifice elevates the drama, portraying Kristen as a devoted mother willing to face incarceration. Finally, Kristen turns to Marlena with a heartfelt request, urging her to conceal Rachel's guilt and honor her maternal sacrifice. Their exchange might occur in a jail visiting room, charged with emotion, where Marlena weighs ethics against empathy, perhaps recalling her own past losses to relate. This closes the loop, leaving fans eager for resolutions in Salem's ever-twisting saga. There you have it, folks. 2 weeks packed with betrayals, revelations, and unbreakable bonds. Stay tuned for more updates, and let me know your theories in the comments. Next, the truth about Tate, Sophia, and baby Tesoro. What comes next? In Salem, secrets never stay buried for long, and lies have a way of creeping into the light when people least expect it. Such is the case for Tate Black and Sophia Choi, whose complicated and painful story is reaching a boiling point. For weeks now, viewers have watched the cracks slowly appear in Sophia's carefully crafted facade, and despite her attempts to keep everything under control, her world may be about to collapse around her. The most recent turning point came when Tate faced Sophia and emotions ran high. Sophia, knowing how much Tate longed for the truth, chose not to answer with honesty. Instead, she leaned on tears. When she broke down crying at the sight of baby Tesoro, Tate, confused and overwhelmed, backed down. What he didn't know, and what Sophia is desperate to hide, is that Tesoro is actually her child. The irony is painful. Tate has already bonded with Tesoro once before, when Leo allowed him to hold the baby. He felt something then, a deep connection, but brushed it aside because he never imagined the truth could be so close. That connection was not imagined. It was real, and when the truth finally comes out, the consequences will shake everyone involved. Sophia's performance cannot last forever. Sophia's tears may have bought her a little more time, but it is impossible to maintain such a fragile act indefinitely. In Salem, someone always slips up. A word is overheard, a truth is whispered at the wrong moment, or a secret is revealed in a heated confrontation. Sooner or later, the truth about Tesoro will be exposed. And when that moment arrives, Tate will no longer care about Sophia's pleas, excuses, or explanations. He will see her actions for what they truly are, a calculated attempt to separate him from his own child. The betrayal will cut deep, not only because Sophia lied, but because she deliberately kept him from a bond he instinctively knew existed. For Sophia, the cost will be enormous. She may have believed that she was protecting herself, perhaps even protecting Tate, but when her deception is laid bare, there will be no forgiveness. Tate will never look at her the same way again. The father's heart. The looming question now is simple. What will Tate Black do when he discovers he has a son? For those who have followed Tate's journey, the answer may be clearer than Sophia thinks. Tate may not want to share parenting duties with Sophia, especially after all the lies, but that doesn't mean he will walk away from Tesoro. If anything, his determination to step into the role of father will only grow stronger. Tate has a long line of strong role models behind him. His father, Brady Black, has always fought fiercely for family, and Marlena Evans has been a constant source of wisdom and compassion. They will undoubtedly rally around Tate, guiding him through the overwhelming responsibility of raising a child. Most importantly, Tate has always had a quiet confidence that the baby was a boy. Now, when the truth surfaces, he will feel a surge of vindication. He was right all along, and that certainty may only deepen his resolve to be the father Tesoro deserves. Sophia's shifting desires. There is also the possibility that Sophia will have a change of heart. She may eventually realize that raising Tesoro alone, or continuing to hide the truth, is not sustainable. In a moment of desperation, she might propose that she and Tate raise the baby together. But after everything she has done, after every tearful manipulation, every calculated half-truth, Tate will struggle to believe a word she says. The road back to trust may be impossible, and Tate may decide that the only way forward is without Sophia at all. Cutting Sophia out. The ultimate question is whether Tate will go so far as to completely block Sophia from having a role in Tesoro's life. For a man as emotional and protective as Tate, the idea is not far-fetched. After all, how could he ever entrust his child to a woman who lied so deeply, who kept him from knowing his own son? At the same time, legal battles are messy, and Salem's courts are never predictable. Sophia will not go down quietly. She may fight for custody, she may scheme to win public sympathy, and she may even attempt to manipulate others into believing she is the true victim. The stage is set for a dramatic custody battle that could divide not only Tate and Sophia but the entire community around them. The wild card. Is Tesoro truly Tate's son? Yet, lurking beneath all of this turmoil is an even greater question. Is Tesoro really Tate's son? Spoilers suggest that the revelation about Tesoro may come with a shocking twist. If DNA tests reveal otherwise, the fallout would be catastrophic. Tate's world, already shaken, would be shattered completely. He may go from believing he has been robbed of fatherhood to realizing he was never a father at all. If that happens, the betrayal will not only be about a stolen bond but about a cruel deception that cut him to the core. And if Tesoro is not his child, what does that mean for Tate's future? Will he walk away? Or will the bond he already feels with Tesoro be enough to keep him close? Conclusion. The calm before the storm. For now, Sophia's tears have delayed the inevitable. Tate has stepped back, perhaps out of compassion, perhaps out of confusion. But the truth is not gone, it is only waiting. Salem has a way of forcing secrets into the open, and when this one erupts, it will tear apart whatever fragile piece remains between Tate and Sophia. The only certainty is that nothing will ever be the same again. Whether Tesoro proves to be Tate's biological son or not, the baby has already become the center of a storm that will test loyalty, love, and the limits of forgiveness. For Tate, this is the beginning of a journey that could either make him stronger or break him completely.